Mark Wilkins, the creator behind Northeast Georgia Kayak Fishing. For over 6 years, his channel had been a peaceful corner of the internet, inviting viewers along as he paddled through rivers and lakes, finding joy and solace in the calm rhythm of kayak fishing. For Mark, it was never just about the catch. It was about reconnecting with nature and escaping the demands of everyday life. But on December 13th, 2024, what began as a calm day on the water turned into something far more disturbing, something that would stay with him forever.
A human being?
Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a dead body here. Yep, we do. A dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I found a dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I gotta call the police. It's right there. God, a dead body. Call 911. I don't want to sit here and poke at it and shit. 911. I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across a dead body. I am put in at the boat ramp and I was going down towards the discharge, the water station discharge, and I'm kind of in between the discharge and the boat ramp, heading down towards the dam.
Okay. Are you in the water?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. I mean, it looks like a dead body. I mean, there's a hand sticking up. There's a rotted face. I don't know if it's some kind of stupid Halloween spooky thing, but I'm not touching it. So,
What was your name, sir?
my name is Mark Wilkins. It looks like it's been here for
5051 or 5005 number.
yes, sir. John, go up there and look at that and tell me what you think. Yeah.
Are you just waiting or?
No, I'm in my boat. Oh my God, dear Lord, please rest that person's soul. I mean, I saw that hand sticking up and I was just like, is that some kind of Halloween, like, spooky yard thing that ended up in here?
Right.
Because it is small. But I looked at the face, dude. It's definitely a person. Hey, and there's shoes at the boat ramp, dude. There's just a pair of, like, little Crocs, not like a girl-sized Crocs just sitting there at the boat ramp. Weird.
What's the report of a girl missing?
Yeah, it was like a young, it's hard to tell by that face. It was like a young girl, but there's no way that would decay in that fast. I mean, I don't know how long they said she was missing in that little thing, but
This looks like it's been there a minute.
yeah.
Guys, thank you. I'll call you if I need it.
Okay. All right. Hey, don't forget to check that boat ramp, dude. Those little pairs of shoes.
We got somebody.
Oh, that's creepy as hell, dude.
It didn't take long before they realized it wasn't debris. It was a body. The peaceful tone of the day evaporated instantly. Startled and shaken, Mark called emergency services. He described the scene in detail, mentioning a visible hand and a face that looked badly decomposed. Though uncertain at first if it might be some kind of Halloween prop or prank, a closer look revealed the truth. It was real. As authorities responded, Mark and John remained nearby. They had also noticed a small pair of shoes, what appeared to be women's Crocs, left near the boat ramp earlier in the day. Now that detail seemed deeply unsettling. Law enforcement quickly arrived and began cordoning off the area. The floating body was confirmed to be that of a young girl. Her identity, the cause of death, and how she ended up in that section of the river all remained unknown at the time. The shoes found nearby were believed to be hers, though it was unclear how long they had been there. Mark later uploaded the footage of that day to his channel. What had started as just another kayak trip had become something far more serious. Viewers flooded the comments with support, expressing sorrow for the girl and commending Mark and John for keeping their composure and taking the right action. In the following weeks, Mark found it difficult to return to the water. The lake, once a sanctuary, now held darker memories. Though he continued posting videos, longtime subscribers noted a change in tone, a certain heaviness in his voice and expressions. While details remained scarce, some viewers speculated that the girl may have slipped and drowned, or perhaps had been missing for days before drifting downstream. Others wondered if the shoes were left deliberately, either as a sign of distress or possibly planted. Without confirmation from authorities, the theories ranged from tragic accident to foul play. Was this simply a heartbreaking accident in an otherwise peaceful setting? Or does the isolated location and eerie clues, like the abandoned shoes, hint at something far more sinister? We may never know what truly happened that day on Lake Emery. It was supposed to be just another early morning adventure at sea. The plan was simple: launch the kayak, enjoy the glassy water, and maybe catch something worth bragging about. The location was known for its unique charm: a paddle through a quiet river mouth, dragging the kayak over a sandbar, and finally reaching the open ocean. On this particular morning, the weather was unusually calm. No wind, barely a ripple. A rare moment of peace along that rugged coastline.
Well, good morning. It is about 6:15 for me here, and I've just paddled the kayak out through the river mouth here, which is quite a nice little warm-up. It's a really cool thing about this spot. You get to paddle through a river, then wheel your kayak over the sandbar and out to the sea. But we have glamour conditions out there today. Almost no wind and almost no swell, which is not a common occurrence at this spot. So I'm very, very stoked to get out there.
By 6 a.m., he had paddled out, fully immersed in the peaceful rhythm of the sea. Everything felt normal, until it didn't.
Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good kahawai for a live bait.
After landing a decent live bait fish, he began to sense something strange. The fish, moments ago thrashing with energy, seemed almost paralyzed. Then, without warning, a dark shape cut through the water. A great white shark. Massive.
Little rascal. Stay out of the reef. What the Great white! Great white!
Silent. It passed the kayak with unnerving grace. At first, he kept paddling, hoping it would leave. But the shark had other plans.
Oh, mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. He's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. If I throw a water bottle in the water, it might grab his attention and he might go and eat it. Oh, he's coming closer. He's right on my tail. All right, we'll throw this water bottle. He's turned on the water bottle.
It began tailing him, drawing closer, shadowing every stroke. In a desperate attempt to distract it, he tossed a water bottle into the ocean. It didn't work. The shark was locked on. For a moment, it disappeared from view. A moment that only increased the fear. Where was it? Was it directly underneath?
Oh yeah, he's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. Fuck, he's coming closer. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals, and I'm a marine mammal right now. I don't know where he's gone, but I gotta turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit, that huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment.
Time stretched. His heart pounded. The predator was still there, maintaining distance, but never truly leaving. At any point, it could close the gap. He didn't stop paddling. He couldn't. Eventually, after an exhausting sprint toward safety, he reached the shore, shaken, alive, and very aware of how narrowly he had escaped. Many viewers have debated the shark's behavior. Was it simply curious, or testing its prey? At that size, great whites primarily hunt marine mammals. In the water, a person paddling on a kayak can easily resemble a seal from below. Did the shark ever intend to strike, or was it just warning him off? Either way, it leaves one chilling thought. How many times have we come closer to danger than we'll ever know? In Sydney, Australia, a man named Terry Tufferson came dangerously close to running out of luck during a spontaneous cliff dive. He and a few friends had decided on the spot to jump from the cliffs into the ocean, a classic Australian thrill, with his friends cheering him on as he leapt. But the excitement vanished the moment he hit the water.
Shark! Shark!
Fortunately, he made it out unharmed. The close call served as a powerful reminder that even the most exhilarating adventures can turn perilous in an instant, and that the ocean's power should never be underestimated. On September 5th, 2025, the YouTube channel The Lawless Tide traveled to Pompano Beach, Florida for the Extreme Kayak Fishing Tournament, Summer Slam Part 2. It's one of the biggest kayak fishing events on the East Coast. The gear was packed, the dogs and family loaded into the truck, and by nightfall, they had reached their Airbnb. The plan was simple: tie rigs, rest, and be ready for the morning launch. But what began as just another tournament would quickly turn into one of the most harrowing fishing encounters ever caught on camera. The morning started in darkness. Storm clouds hung overhead, thunder rolled, and lightning flashed. By 5:30, his kayak and gear were unloaded and ready for the Coast Guard inspection. The plan was simple: get cleared, wait for the 6:45 start, and launch with the fleet. But the conditions already looked rough.
I pedal your ass off, give you a shot.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Instead of rushing in at the shotgun start, he waited to see how other kayaks handled the surf. After a pause, he and Mikey launched and headed to the bait boat. Baits loaded, rigs tied, rods ready.
Yes, sir. Oh, perfect. Thanks, bud.
Take it easy.
All right. You guys have a good one.
2 setups trolling in open water. But even a mile out, mats of sargassum made fishing difficult. Weighted rigs were the only way to drop bait beneath the weeds.
All right, we're on, guys. All right, we're on. Let's go. Let's have the gaff ready. Now we're free. Let's go. Maybe. Got one on the board. It's not a monster. Just glad to be on the board now.
Hours passed. Nearly 2 miles offshore, after 2.5 hours, he finally hooked his first fish. The line instantly tangled with his second rod, turning into a mess. He cut one line completely, sacrificed the rig, and fought to land the fish. Against the odds, a king mackerel came aboard. Soon after, another king followed, 2 fish now in the bag. But radar showed trouble. A storm cell that should have dissipated was instead building strength. Hoping to squeeze in one more catch, he began trolling toward shore. Then a massive swell lifted the stern. In an instant, the decision changed. Forget fishing, get back alive. A quarter-mile closer in, disaster struck. A wave slammed the kayak and snapped the right arm of his seat. Now off balance, he fought swells from behind and crosswinds from the left. Spray cut sideways across the deck, and then, the first capsize. He flipped the kayak upright, climbed back on, and realized he had already lost a rod. Worse, his fish bag drifted away in the chaos. With no chance to retrieve it, survival became the only goal. But every 30 seconds, the seas grew rougher. Cross swells forced him to lean hard left just to stay upright. Soon, another capsize, then another. Each time he re-entered, exhaustion grew heavier. His radio was gone. His inflatable waist PFD, hidden under his shirt, was still unused, but he was close to pulling the cord. At one point, a boat passed within sight. He waved, desperate, but they never noticed. His air horn was within reach, but in his exhaustion, he forgot it was there. Finally, drenched, drained, and barely able to see the shoreline through sheets of rain, he pedaled harder than ever. By sheer will, he pushed until the sand finally met his hull. Cameras had died, but he was back on land, second to last from the tournament, alive, but with nothing left to weigh. This video shows how quickly the ocean can change, and how thin the line is between competition and survival. Viewers pointed out the critical lessons. A belt-style inflatable PFD offers little protection offshore. A full vest with a knife and whistle strapped to the chest could have made a life-saving difference. Others noted the lack of safety boats, calling it a major oversight that the tournament wasn't canceled once conditions worsened. Whether you call it reckless or resilient, one thing is certain: the ocean doesn't forgive mistakes. Preparation and judgment are the only defenses when the storm closes in. 3 capsizes, a broken seat, lost gear, lost fish, and a long mile through building seas. He made it back, but just barely. Would you have launched that morning? Or turned back when the thunder rolled across the beach? And if you had been 2 miles out in that storm, what piece of safety gear would you have trusted most? A proper PFD, a radio on your chest, or a rescue boat waiting offshore? The YouTube channel Whitey's Fishing is known for showcasing intense and adventurous outdoor fishing content. But in this particular upload, what was meant to be a routine trip quickly escalated into a dangerous and life-threatening situation. 3 teenagers, Jacob, Sam, and 15-year-old Ray, head out to a rocky shoreline in hopes of landing some fish. Despite less than perfect weather, they proceed, expecting a typical day by the water. But early into the outing, things take a sudden and terrifying turn.
Oi, I don't reckon you're getting it. What's it called? Oi, 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 don't, fuck! He's in the water, dude! Dude, just try to swim towards us, bro. Oi, oi, chuck us a pole. Oi, oi, you just be on wave watch. Oi, oi, hold that. Go, just climb yourself up. Oh! Oi, oi, fuck, dude. Oi, big one, fuck. You're gonna have to come up, dude. Try come up. Hold that. Oh, dude, you're gonna fucking cut yourself. It's all good, don't worry about the rod. It's just, here, hold this. Go, climb. All right, try get a foot grip. Just try get a foot grip.
Shortly after arriving, Ray attempts to retrieve a snagged lure, moving closer to the edge of the rocks. That's when a sudden wave crashes in, sweeping him off his feet and into the turbulent water below. The footage that follows is chaotic, emotional, and unfiltered. The camera captures the escalating panic as Jacob and Sam realize the severity of the situation. They can't jump in after him. Doing so would risk all of their lives. Instead, they frantically try to guide Ray back toward shore, shouting directions and scanning for anything they can use to help. A fishing rod, a rope, even their own hands if it comes to that. Waves continue to hammer the rocks, pushing Ray in and out, draining his strength and making it nearly impossible to gain a foothold. The cold, the current, and the chaos combine into a terrifying battle for survival. Despite their fear, the boys remain focused. They keep talking to Ray, trying to keep him calm, even as they themselves are clearly overwhelmed. Their attempts at creating makeshift rescue tools barely keep pace with the power of the ocean.
Reed, come this way. Swim out here. Just swim out here, man. Sam, get ready. Just swim up. I reckon just try climb the rocks. Here, yup. Go. Just start climbing, you gotta swim this way.
Oi, just stay calm.
Just stay calm, that's all you can do. Dude, fuck! Oi. Dude! No! Fuck, man. Oh, big wave. Go, grandma! Oh, no! Fuck! Oi! Just stay as calm as you can, man. Yeah, I know, it fucking slips. Oi! I think this isn't a good idea. You just gotta try and grab the rocks.
We have to get him off the rock.
Fuck, man. Gotta come this way. Oi, here. Get ready. Swim right. Swim this way. Yeah. Oi, another big one. This is fucked. Fuck, man.
Time stretches on. With every crashing wave, the risk grows. Ray is visibly exhausted, clinging to hope and to the guidance of his friends as he fights to stay afloat. Eventually, after what feels like an eternity, Ray is able to get close enough to the rocks to make a final push. The others reach down, helping him climb, pulling him up as the waves slam into the rocks behind him. When he finally scrambles to safety, the moment is raw and overwhelming. The boys collapse together, shaken and breathless, fully aware of how narrowly they avoided disaster. This wasn't a near miss caused by bad luck. It was the result of a calculated risk taken in a high-risk environment. And yet, their ability to stay calm, communicate, and avoid impulsive decisions likely saved Ray's life. Many similar stories don't end this way. The video stands as a visceral reminder. No fish is worth putting yourself, or your friends, in danger. Coastal rocks may seem stable, but the sea can change in an instant. Would you have known what to do if you were in their position? Or would panic have taken over? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more real stories that show both the thrill and danger of the wild, make sure to subscribe. The next story might be one you'll never forget. On July 20th, 2000, one of the most disturbing videos ever uploaded to YouTube appeared online. It came from a small channel named Fat Reacts, a channel that, to this day, hosts only that single clip. What began as a normal fishing trip quickly took a horrifying turn when a group of friends noticed something strange near the shoreline. A bright pink object half hidden in the brush. It seemed like an old cooler that someone had abandoned by the water. But as they approached, a foul stench filled the air. When they finally pulled it out, they realized the box was sealed tightly with duct tape, a clear sign that whatever was inside wasn't meant to be found. The group hesitated, arguing over what to do next. Driven by curiosity, they decided to open it. One of them used a small knife to cut through the tape, while another filmed, trying not to gag. When the lid cracked open, the reaction was instant. Panic, shouting, confusion.
There's fucking maggots all in it, bro. This is sketchy as hell.
Nigga, I'm telling that's somebody's body in that bitch, bro. And so what do we do? Call the police?
If there's a fucking body, we're calling the cops.
Nigga, I'm gonna throw the fuck up. I don't even want to look, bro.
I don't want to smell that.
Just hurry up and cut that bitch. That dude is sketchy as a bro. Like, think about it. Why would somebody leave a cooler and duct tape it?
Drugs?
You ain't gonna duct tape drugs, bro.
Oh, God, bro.
Yeah, there's maggots all
They would
in
literally just, I'm telling you, bro. Scared to look at it. Like, look at somebody's head. Oh, yeah. I ain't looking at that bitch. Y'all looking, I ain't looking. Yeah, nah. Fuck that.
It smells like decomposing.
Peel it off.
I'm scared as a bitch.
Oh, fuck.
I'm freaking the fuck out.
Bro, what if somebody
It
like
smells so bad.
open it, bitch? Open it, Matthew. Open it. Bro, if it, you gotta call the cops, nigga. You gotta stay over here, butt that shit.
You gotta open it from the other side.
Nigga, I'm not looking at that shit. Hell no.
Why not?
Hey, bro, what if somebody's fucking like arm or something in there, bro?
If we find a dismembered body, what is it?
Open it, Matthew. I'm scared.
I don't. I'm scared as hell, bro.
Bro, it's gonna be some dookie, bro.
Look how many fucking maggots there are, bro. It's decomposed.
It's gonna be a dead animal, bro. I already see it.
Nigga, but why would they duct tape a fucking
Why would they
dead
put it so close?
Why would they duct? But still, you know people are retarded. Does it open up from this side?
It opens up from this side.
Oh yeah, I'm going
This
to here.
side.
Fuck that shit. I ain't looking
Do
at
it.
this.
Open it.
With what?
Your knife.
Nigga, that shit.
Oh shit! Bro, what is it?
Boy, that shit's so bad.
Oh my god.
Hey, nigga.
Hold on, open it up for a minute. I gotta record it.
I'm not looking in there. What is that? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean? What does it look like?
It looks
Matthew,
like,
what does it look like, bro?
it looks like dead fish.
You lying.
I swear.
Matthew, what does it look like, bro?
It's fucking disgusting.
Bro, what does it look like?
Bro, we need to call, bro.
What does it look like? Oh, Michael, what the fuck does it look like? What does it look like? Bitch! Bro, is it nasty?
Bro, you gotta move it, bro. You can't tell.
Like, this is like somebody's body. Look like somebody's body? Huh?
I don't know. I'm holding my breath every time I go over there. I don't know what. It smells like garbage. Oh, look at the fish.
I'm not looking over there.
It is disgusting.
What the Bro,
Oh my god.
bro. Grow up.
I don't know what it is. But... Ew.
Oh, no.
Not yet. I don't. What is it?
I'm gonna call 911, bro.
Just chill. Not yet.
I'm so dead ass.
What does it look like? Does it look like somebody's
I
body?
don't know, bro. I don't know if it's it's something decomposed.
That is so
I don't know if
nasty.
it's fish or if it's a dead body.
Call him, bro. Cause it's kind of sketch, bro. Like it was duct tape and shit.
I'm calling 911.
Don't call the emergency one. Look up non-emergency.
Non-emergency.
That was
They
nasty.
gonna come on this bitch. Goddamn. Motherfucker flying. I'm about to throw up.
What is it? I can't tell.
It's nasty.
We
Is
are.
it nasty?
I don't know what it is.
It's nasty.
I don't. It looks nasty as good. I can't be over there, bro. Man, I don't have to do it.
Think move. Oh, gee.
That shit smells so bad.
My eyes were.
Inside were decaying remains, at first mistaken for fish, but soon it became obvious that this was something far more grotesque. Whether it was animal or human, they couldn't immediately tell, and no one wanted to look closer. The video cuts off shortly after one of them says he's calling 911, leaving the rest of the story unresolved. Some viewers believe the group stumbled upon the remains of an animal that had washed ashore, later sealed up to contain the smell. Others think it was evidence of something darker, perhaps an actual crime scene that was never publicly reported. Was it truly just a decaying animal, or did they uncover a secret that someone wanted buried for good? Whatever the truth, that single video from Fat Reacts remains one of YouTube's most haunting mysteries. On August 20th, 2024, A surprising clip was uploaded to YouTube by a creator known as Fish Tucker Man. Tucker's channel usually features lighthearted catch and cook adventures off the western coast of Australia. Sunny days, good food, and calm seas. But this trip took an unexpected turn when he and his friend encountered something, or rather someone, drifting helplessly in open water.
Let's get him. Alright. You going, mate? Go around, James. Go around, because look at the wind. You going alright?
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, I noticed you. I'm like, what's going on? Go around the other side, James. Alright, kill the engine. Here, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You got a ladder? In the back? Okay, mate. Yeah, there's a ladder here. How long you been out here?
I was in the water probably for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, okay. I noticed you there a while. What do you got here? Okay.
It's just empty.
Yeah.
That's alright.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, good man.
Are you getting my bag?
Yeah, we'll get your stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're more important, but
That's my key in there.
yeah, sure, mate. Yeah.
For this key in there.
Yeah. Oh, my name's Dom.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah. You have a seat, mate.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. Yes, yeah.
All right. All right, James. Just
Yeah.
we'll get your keys first.
Key first,
Yeah, and then we'll get the boat. Jump on this side. Have a seat, mate. Yeah, you all right? You want a water? You want a beer?
Yeah, I can have a beer later.
Well, where did you launch off the beach?
I launched the short groin.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And what happened? You just capsized?
Yeah, I was leaning on to one side and then.
There you go. That's all you.
I'll find my.
Go back that way, James, and we'll Yeah, I noticed something else was floating to the left. All right. Oh no. There's the other. Is that something blue? Just go forward. Go. So what? You hit a wave? A wave came, or?
Yeah, I got tangled and leaning toward the one side.
Yeah.
And leaning a little bit too much.
Yeah. Okay. So can we? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can. Oh, it's pretty heavy. All right. So what I'll do, we'll have this on tow. So we're just trying to tie up this boat. So now obviously your car and all that stuff's here.
It's actually that's short groin.
Floating in the distance was a figure clinging to an overturned kayak, struggling to keep above the surface. They quickly turned the boat around and approached. The man, exhausted but conscious, called out for help. He introduced himself as Dom and explained that his kayak had capsized after he leaned too far to one side. The strong current had pulled him away, making it impossible to right the vessel or swim back toward shore. Tucker and his friend acted fast. They cut the engine, threw him a ladder, and carefully pulled him aboard. Dom was trembling from fatigue, but managed to speak between deep breaths. His belongings, a bag, some keys, and a few scattered items, floated nearby as they worked to secure his capsized kayak. What started as a casual fishing trip had turned into a life-saving rescue. In the middle of the vast blue, their timing had been nothing short of miraculous. Many viewers praised Tucker's calm reaction and quick response, noting how a few more minutes could have meant disaster. It's a stark reminder that even calm waters can turn dangerous without warning, especially for solo kayakers far from shore. Had Tucker not spotted him when he did, would anyone else have seen Dom before it was too late? Sometimes, What begins as an ordinary fishing day becomes a moment that decides whether someone lives or vanishes beneath the waves forever. On June 20th, 2022, a YouTuber known as Aquatic Addiction shared a chilling cautionary tale about why diving solo can be deadly. He had gone spearfishing in the Gulf of Mexico, about 40 miles offshore. At first, the dive went smoothly. Calm seas, crystal clear water, and ideal conditions for a perfect day underwater. Then, in an instant, everything changed. Without warning, he lost consciousness beneath the surface, a diver's worst nightmare. Later, he revealed that he had suffered what's called a shallow water blackout, a sudden loss of consciousness triggered by low oxygen levels during a dive. The terrifying truth is that most divers don't survive such an event. Fortunately, he was pulled to safety just in time. He later admitted that if help hadn't arrived at that exact moment, he wouldn't have made it out alive. Experts suggest that shallow water blackouts often strike when divers overexert themselves or hyperventilate before descending, creating a false sense of oxygen security. It's a silent killer, one that gives no warning before taking control. How many others have pushed themselves just a little too far underwater, unaware that one extra breath, or 1 second too long, could be their last? On July 17, 2022, YouTuber Brad Jigmaster posted one of the most disturbing kayak fishing videos ever captured. That day, he was out on an isolated river, casting for base completely alone, or at least he believed he was. About 30 minutes into the trip, something unexpected drifted into view, turning what should have been a calm outing into a haunting experience.
Hey, you see me? I turned around. I'm going a different route. But if you look to the left of the screen, just look at the left of the screen. Did you see it? You see my head? I am fucked up right now in the head. Do you hear me? I'm fucked up. I had to whip out my camera because nobody would believe me. What if my film on her was not recording? I didn't know, you know what I mean? So yeah, what you saw was a man floating in the water. There goes my fishing trip. And that sounds selfish, I know, but I'm fucked up, man. Okay? I'm really fucked up. But anyhow, at this point, I get ready to call the popos, and I realize I need to get out of this water and do that before I drop my phone. So I had to dually on back by this guy and get another look at him. Fucked me up some more. You know? I didn't want to hit him with my pedal, so I stopped for a second. That's how close I was. So I was like, fuck, man, I'm tripping balls right now. Y'all don't even know it. I'm running to the water. I mean, I'm running to the land. I'm nervous. Looking at it kind of fucked me up still.
While paddling quietly, Brad suddenly noticed something floating nearby. At first, he thought it might be debris or a log, but as he approached, the realization hit. It was a man's body, motionless in the water. Shocked and disoriented, Brad immediately turned his kayak toward the shore, desperate to process what he'd seen. Once on land, he called the authorities and waited for help to arrive. No details were ever released about the victim or how they ended up there. The silence surrounding the case only deepened the unease, a mystery left hanging in the still air over that quiet river. Authorities never shared the cause of death, but given the setting, it's possible the victim drowned or suffered a medical emergency while on the water. Yet some viewers wondered whether something darker might have occurred upriver. What if Brad hadn't passed by that stretch of water that day? Would the body have ever been found? Or would the river have kept its secret forever?
So you think it's like a giant motherfucking...
Can't touch it. Oh, did you see it? Slimy?
Yeah, the island's what we need in the context place. Love it.
There you go.
A family was out ice fishing on a lake when they spotted a helpless dog trapped in an icy pool struggling to climb out.
Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Humana. Come on, Snowball.
Tranquila, no le va a pasar nada.
Snowball.
Te vas a caer.
Snowball, please. Give me a paw. Agárrame la mano. Is someone calling the owners? Is somebody calling the owners? Snowball.
Ahí estoy en el Maxa. No, te vas a caer. Te vas a caer,
Shumara, you're gonna fall down. You're gonna fall down. Come on.
Te estoy agarrando.
I knew this would happen. Come on. Yes! We did it!
The freezing water threatened its survival as it fought to stay afloat. Acting quickly, the family rushed to help, cutting through the ice to pull the dog to safety. Every second mattered, with hypothermia and frostbite setting in fast. Once out of the water, they likely wrapped the dog in warm blankets and cared for it, ensuring its recovery. Thanks to their quick action, the dog's life was saved. Sometimes fishermen stumble upon something so bizarre and alien that it surprises everyone, and that's exactly what happened to this guy in 2023. It may look like a Lovecraftian horror that shouldn't exist on this planet, but it's as real as it gets. This is the basket star. And not only can it move every individual limb, but it's also faster than its other starfish siblings, like other weird sea creatures. The basket star prefers deeper waters and can be found thousands of feet deep. Moreover, it unfurls its arms, each lined with hooks, to catch food and can live up to 35 years. A group of friends on a late-night fishing trip stumbled upon something unexpected on the beach.
Tell me what the fuck this is.
So you think it's like a giant motherfucking fish?
No.
It definitely is.
Bro, it's something. This is a
Tell me
tail.
that.
It's like perfectly. The strange find resembled a mermaid's tail, sparking curiosity and debate online. Some suggested it was just a piece of fabric or carpet, while others believed it could be the remains of a decomposed fish part, or part of a sea creature like a whale. Yet no one could say for sure what it really was. In 2023, a group of anglers was kayak fishing in Saugus, Massachusetts, when they stumbled upon one of the biggest catches of their lives. Because they hadn't just caught a fish, they'd caught a massive snapping turtle.
Bro, how do
I can grab him by the tail, but I can get there. Oh, it's a good one.
Dude,
He's fucking huge.
What do I...
Snapping turtles already look like dinosaurs with their pointed scales. But what made this particular turtle special was its size, as it had probably been living in the area for dozens of years.
He's a big fucking... Oh. He's a big boy!
He's a big boy.
Dude, he's huge.
That didn't mean they could simply toy around with the turtle, as a single bite was enough to tear through their kayaks. But of course they weren't there to catch turtles. They were angling fish, so they did the right thing and set it free.
I don't want to get too close like that. Just,
you will. You rip your hand off. But
You will? How the fuck are you supposed to out of there, dude?
While enjoying a peaceful day at the lake, a fisherman encountered something truly disturbing. He saw a pleco fish swimming without its head. The injury to the fish's snout could have been caused by a snapping turtle, a predatory fish, or even a motorboat thinking he had stumbled upon a zombie fish. He grabbed his camera to record, but soon realized the fish was probably still alive because its brain and gills appeared undamaged. However, these were its final moments. The loss of its mouth meant it would struggle to feed and would likely succumb to its injury soon. In 2021, a group of fishermen were returning from their journey when birds hounded them. So being the good folks they were, they decided to share some of their haul and let the birds feast. What they didn't realize, though, was that birds weren't the only creatures trying to score some fish, and something else was lurking right underneath their boat, waiting for the perfect chance to pounce. It was a sea lion. Which, if you didn't know, is very different from a seal. Sea lions can be extremely dangerous, so these folks needed to be careful and not get too friendly with the beast. A dock builder in New York discovered a mysterious wooden statue floating in the Hudson River. The statue, weathered and broken, immediately sparked speculation. Some thought it resembled Pazuzu, the Mesopotamian demon famously depicted in The Exorcist. Others warned that it might be haunted and had likely been thrown into the river for a reason, suggesting it should be put back before anything strange happens. Could the statue carry something sinister? Unfortunately, there are no further updates on what the man decided to do with it. In 2022, a woman kayaking and fishing through a river caught something she wouldn't have anticipated in her wildest dreams. Her catch was so big that for a second it felt like she'd caught a dinosaur.
What you got? Like a 100-pound turtle. You need my net?
It wasn't a dinosaur, though. It was 100-pound turtle. And not just any turtle. It was an alligator. Snapping turtle.
God, what a turtle. Let me get over there.
The largest freshwater turtle species. But that's not what makes these big guys special. Let me get over there. The woman had no idea what she was dealing with. There's a reason why these creatures are called alligator snapping turtles, because with a bite force of 1,000 pounds, their powerful jaws can snap through bone.
Have to cut it.
While enjoying a night of fishing off the coast, something truly unexpected occurred. A bright blue light suddenly shot down from the sky. The strange phenomenon sparked immediate speculation. Some believe it was space debris burning up in the atmosphere, while others think it could have been an advanced military aircraft or weapons test. UFO enthusiasts, however, are convinced it was something beyond human technology, pointing out how the light descended in a smooth, controlled manner. One thing is for sure, it didn't resemble any normal lightning. Speaking of massive turtles, here's yet another instance of a 120-pound alligator snapping turtle found in the wild, except that this time the person knew what he was doing, because he was there to rescue it.
Okay, watch your feet. You're just bringing him straight to shore.
The turtle was in dire condition, living amongst a sea of mud, so it had to be rescued, but of course that didn't make the danger of handling it any less significant.
That's a giant. Let's check him out. Yeah. Let me get out of the boat. Yep, go ahead.
It's worth noting that while these massive snapping turtles have incredible bite force, they don't tend to attack humans. So as long as you're careful, which these folks certainly were, you're good. In 2015, a 14-year-old girl named Isabel took a photo of her two friends Nova and EBA swimming in the water. She planned to post it on Instagram, but when reviewing the picture, she noticed something unusual. There was an odd figure in the water near her friends. Terrified, she showed the photo to her friends, who reacted the same way. Reactions from others who saw the photo were also mixed with various guesses, including an alien, a foot, an otter, a fish, a stone, or even a Labrador. Despite many theories, the true nature of the mysterious figure remains a mystery. In 2021, a fisherman traveled to a South American lagoon to catch exotic fish, and as the hours went by, he thought he was going to leave empty-handed until he angled something he'd never seen before.
Whoa, dude, that is the strangest fish.
It was a sucker-mouth catfish, which isn't even that rare. However, the surprising thing about this particular catch was that it looked different from most other fish species. So much so that the fisherman couldn't even identify it for a while.
That is the nastiest creature.
Is that? I mean, that thing looks like it's from outer space.
Unlike most other fish, the sucker-mouth catfish can breathe air frequently, surfacing to inhale oxygen through its gills, if there isn't enough in the water. So in a way, these folks weren't entirely wrong to think they just caught an alien.
That thing is wild.
That is one gnarly fish.
I've never seen anything like that in my life.
A group of fishermen stumbled upon something they probably wish they had never touched. A disturbing-looking doll dressed in a dirty, stained white dress. Its face was covered in dirt and algae, giving it a decayed appearance. Its lifeless eyes stared blankly, adding to the eerie atmosphere. What made it even more unsettling was its size. It eerily resembled a real child. The history of this doll and whether it might be haunted remains a mystery. I can only hope they left it behind. While fishing strange creatures out of the ocean is exciting, there's something even more satisfying when you catch something you know is extremely rare and valuable, which is exactly what happened to these folks on their fishing trip. There's no movie magic here. These guys caught a real blue lobster. What made this catch even more special was that if you catch 2 million lobsters,
these blue lobsters, but there's no way. They have got to be way more rare. This is the same general area where I got the blue lobster last year. My father just...
Of course, blue lobsters themselves aren't rare as they're bred in aquariums as showpieces. However, finding one naturally occurring in an ocean is like finding a needle in a haystack. These are truly real-life shiny Pokemon.
That is a very, very pretty blue. It's a female with a big V-notch in her tail, so that means it's got to be released.
While walking near a river, this group of friends witnessed something chilling. A mysterious figure rose from the water at Flatbridge, Jamaica, only to vanish moments later. Its human-like shape and eerie movements sparked wild speculation. Was it a mermaid? Jamaica is rich with legends of water spirits, especially the river Mama said to guard hidden treasures. Could this sighting be linked to these ancient myths? Some believe it was an animal, floating debris, or even a hoax. But the footage remains unclear. What do you think? Could this be real? Or is it just another trick of the camera? We've seen people fishing some amazing creatures out of the ocean. But what if someone told you that animals are perhaps even more efficient at that job? Because this right here is the perfect example of nature at its finest. It may look like a bird, fishing for some food. But there's more to it than meets the eye, because just under the water, 2 seals are working overtime to feed themselves and bring fish for the bird. It shows that even when animals cannot communicate, they can still somehow find a way to work together toward a common goal and maintain balance. It's the circle of life. Jason Nelson and his friend were ice fishing in Utah when they discovered a strange sight on a patch of frozen ice.
Fuck is it?
So foggy.
Alright, don't touch it.
Okay, touch it.
Oh, did you see it?
Slimy?
Yeah.
Use a stick or something.
So, what the fuck is it? Touch it.
Gross. Gross.
Oh, weird.
What if it's like a disease?
Hundreds of egg-like objects were embedded in the ice, arranged in eerie, symmetrical rows. It seemed soft and unreactive to touch, leading the pair to wonder if they were frozen or laying dormant, ready to hatch. Some believe they could be a rare species or larvae, while others see this as a mysterious natural phenomenon with no identification in the comments. This discovery leaves viewers wondering if the creatures are part of a hidden ecosystem or something not from this world. Seals are often dubbed as dogs of the ocean because not only are they friendly, but they're also very social. And this is the perfect example of that, because never in a million years did these folks think a hungry seal would invade their boat.
Get in the boat, look at him. Oh my God! Wow! Is he supposed to do that? Oh my God!
The seal didn't care if it was invited. It knew these folks had some fish in their boat. So it had to appear, and luckily it hit the jackpot, as these people were delighted to see their guest.
Oh my God, did they forget you? I'm gonna get in the tank myself. Oh my Lord. Oh, yay!
Reddit user P_Ruthless shared a story about their father who used to enjoy watching the sunset from a levee off the Mississippi River in Louisiana. It was directly across the street from an old plantation one evening. While sitting there, he thought he saw something down near the plantation and took this photo. He thought it might have been a person, but when he checked again, he saw nothing. Something about that moment, that feeling of being watched, kept him from returning. Sometimes fishermen encounter creatures so rare that they can hardly believe their luck. Take this group, for example. They thought they had hooked a typical green mahi-mahi, but the moment they hauled it from the water, everything changed.
There we go. What's up, Dave?
Mija.
Look at that.
Don't let him fall off.
Mahi-mahi are known for their ability to shift colors depending on their environment. Under normal stress, they appear bright green or yellow as they're pulled from the sea. Yet, in exceptional cases, when the fish doesn't feel threatened, its body can remain a shimmering shade of blue even after capture.
We go this way, over here?
Yep,
That's pretty. Wow.
Watch out.
Yes.
While fishing in Gulf Shores, Alabama, a man noticed something strange beneath the water, a red light glowing steadily below the surface.
I'm out here in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and we're sitting on the dock, and there's something glowing in the water.
A red light glowing beneath the surface of the water.
It remained visible for quite some time, illuminating the dark water around the dock. The unusual sight sparked widespread speculation online. Some believed it could be a mermaid or some kind of unknown aquatic creature, while others suggested a more practical explanation, possibly the taillights of a submerged vehicle. Whatever the truth may be, seeing a bright red light glowing underwater is both rare and unsettling. Many agreed that the man probably should have contacted local authorities to uncover what was really lurking beneath the surface. In 2023, a group of fishermen managed to reel in one of the most dangerous and aggressive fish in the ocean.
And it is an absolute giant. If you've seen him before in my videos, they can bite like crazy. That thing's huge. They're kind of scared to grab hold of it.
I'm scared.
The wolffish. But this wasn't just any catch. It was the largest specimen they had ever seen, a true giant. Catching a wolffish is no easy task. Known for their razor-sharp teeth and incredibly strong jaws, these predators can easily crush hard-shelled marine creatures. Some can even grow up to 6 feet long, making encounters like this both rare and intimidating. Curious to see just how powerful its bite really was, the group decided to test it by offering a soda can. With a single snap, the can exploded instantly, leaving the fishermen in awe. It was a vivid demonstration of just how fierce and formidable the wolffish can be. On October 7, 2022, a man was fishing alone on a calm, expansive lake when he encountered something deeply unsettling. Out of nowhere, a strange voice echoed across the water, faint, yet unnervingly clear.
There we go. Oh shit. I don't know what the hell that was, but there we go.
Oh shit. I don't know what the hell that was.
It didn't sound like any animal, nor did it resemble anything natural. The noise carried an unnatural tone that immediately disturbed him. The mysterious sound has since sparked countless discussions online, with many debating its true origin. Could it have been something paranormal, a rare natural occurrence, or perhaps an unseen presence hidden somewhere near the lake? Deep in the jungles of Papua New Guinea, near a sacred waterfall, a fisherman experienced something truly extraordinary.
So I'm currently sat here with the spirit birds of the Wituai tribe in the highlands of Papua New Guinea. These guys sit here by the waterfall, the sacred waterfall, and protect it from outsiders, from bad deeds, and they are pretty scary. You will not harm me. No? Hopefully not. But yeah, the highlands of Papua New Guinea is a fascinating place. I love it here.
While exploring the remote highlands, he encountered members of the Wituai tribe, guardians of the sacred falls said to protect the area from outsiders and bad spirits. They wore long-nosed masks and brown cloaks, their presence both mesmerizing and unsettling. Unsure of their intentions, he hesitated to get closer. But as he approached, he realized they weren't hostile, only watchful. The tribesmen stood silently, observing him with calm curiosity rather than aggression. Though he couldn't understand their language or customs, he sensed a deep spiritual respect surrounding the place. After a quiet moment of acknowledgement, he chose to leave peacefully, honoring their traditions and the sacred land they protected. A man went night fishing near Day Lake when something eerie broke the silence, a blood-curdling scream echoing from deep within the forest. For a moment he froze, unsure whether to stay or flee. Then curiosity got the better of him. He grabbed his flashlight and followed the sound into the trees, but after searching for several minutes, he found no footprints, no movement, and no source. The woods fell silent again, as if nothing had happened at all. To this day, he still wonders what made that scream. Was it a wild animal or something far more sinister hiding in the darkness? In the small town of San Antonio La Esperanza, Mexico, a group of fishermen discovered a human-sized bag floating in the Rio Grande River. Believing it might contain a body, they carefully opened it, only to find something equally disturbing inside. A life-size ventriloquist doll with sharp claws and a menacing expression. Unnerved, they shared the discovery online and attempted to burn the doll, but to their horror, it wouldn't catch fire. Locals quickly began to speculate that it was cursed. However, journalist Cesar Buenrostro later explained that the figure was made of epoxy resin, a material that doesn't ignite easily. Although he clarified that detail, the mystery remains unsolved. No one knows who made the doll, why it was sealed in a bag, or why it was dumped into the river. To this day, it's remembered as one of Mexico's creepiest river discoveries. This CCTV footage taken near a secluded lake surrounded by dense woods captured something completely unexpected. In the recording, a ghostly figure appears, walking slowly along the water's edge before sitting down and then vanishing into thin air. No clear background information has ever surfaced about where or when the footage was filmed, leaving the mystery wide open. Some viewers insist it's a genuine paranormal sighting, while others believe it could simply be a cleverly edited hoax. With no way to verify its origin, the chilling clip remains one of those haunting moments that make you wonder, what exactly did the camera capture that night? Brazilian YouTuber Anderson Geddes was kayaking with friends when he believed he'd hooked a massive fish. Excited, he began reeling it in, shouting in disbelief at what he thought was a huge catch. But moments later, his line became tangled deep underwater. Refusing to let it go, Anderson pulled with all his strength.
Vem cá, garoto. Vem cá. Quem que é? Quem que é? Rapaz, olha que lindo, cara. Olha só, faz tempo que eu não pego desse, cara. Olha que bonito, cara. Que é a cara.
Until his fishing rod snapped in half. Determined, he grabbed the line with his hands and kept tugging, convinced it was something enormous. That's when he made a shocking discovery.
Caramba, cara, que é isso? Caramba, cara, Cara, olha isso aqui. Tô falando, é grande demais, cara. Olha isso aqui, gurizada.
He hadn't hooked a fish at all, but a large crocodile. Realizing the danger, he quickly cut the line and ended his fishing session immediately, shaken but unharmed after the terrifying encounter. A group of friends were camping at Patoka Lake Modern Campground, one of southern Indiana's most haunted locations, when they snapped an eerie photo that would soon spark debate online. Taken at Site 333, the image shows Christopher Bergbauer and two friends sitting beside a camper, but in the background, a transparent figure with long dark hair and a gray, long-sleeved shirt appears to be emerging from the camper's doorway. What makes this so disturbing is that the shape doesn't resemble a motion blur or lens flare. It looks distinctly human. Later that night, Christopher admitted he felt uneasy and couldn't sleep. Could this have been just a trick of the camera? Or did they capture something truly supernatural? A group of friends were fishing far out in the open ocean when their relaxing trip suddenly turned into a terrifying encounter. Without warning, a shark appeared beside their kayak and began ramming it repeatedly.
Do you see that?
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Oh my gosh.
Trying to flip it over. Panic set in as the group fought to stay balanced and keep the small vessel from capsizing. The water churned violently around them as they shouted warnings to each other, unsure what the predator might do next. The footage ends abruptly before showing how the situation resolved, leaving viewers holding their breath and wondering whether they managed to escape the shark's relentless attack. A group of friends were camping at Pyramid Lake when they captured an unsettling photo that quickly gained attention online. Shared by Reddit user SoFarJ, the image appears to show the faint figure of a little girl standing on the left side of the frame. Some viewers believe it was simply a real child who happened to be caught in the shot, while others argue it could be an example of pareidolia, the mind perceiving familiar shapes where none exist. Still, a number of people insist the figure looks too defined to be a trick of light, suggesting it might be something far more sinister. The mystery remains unsolved, leaving everyone who's seen the image with an uneasy feeling. In 2021, a man fishing near the Florida Keys felt a powerful pull on his line, and instantly knew he'd hooked something extraordinary.
Got a big parrotfish. I mean, a monster.
Don't let him find you.
No, set him in the bottom of the boat.
When he finally brought it up, he was stunned to see a massive parrotfish, shimmering in brilliant shades of blue that rivaled the color of the sea itself.
There you go. Look at that mouth.
But its beauty wasn't the only remarkable thing about it. Parrotfish are known for their fused front teeth, which form a beak-like jaw, and a second set of teeth in their throat, used to crush rock and coral while feeding. These incredible creatures can spend up to 80% of their lives grazing on reefs and can grow up to 2.5 feet long. After admiring the stunning catch, the fisherman did the right thing.
Parrotfish are biting today. Okay, he's going back. See you later.
He released the parrotfish back into the water, letting it continue its life beneath the waves. While magnet fishing, a Reddit user made one of the most shocking discoveries imaginable. They pulled up a live artillery shell from the river. At first, they thought it was just a large piece of scrap metal, but as soon as they got a closer look, it became clear. This was unexploded ordnance, likely dating back decades.
Is that a big round? Is that really?
Let this one bomb.
No. Holy crap, dude. Wow. That's a big round. No, that's artillery. Right. That's artillery.
Holy cow.
Dude, that's the biggest round. You got one.
Yeah, and this thing's live too.
Leave it there. Don't let anyone go on the bridge. Holy crap.
Anything interesting?
Yeah, we got a bomb.
The shell was far too heavy to safely return to the water, forcing them to carefully pull it up to the bridge. Realizing the danger, they immediately contacted local authorities.
Alright guys, so right now we are getting ready to call bomb squad. It's basically an anti-material artillery round. So the cops have just arrived. So we got bomb squad right there.
Alright, the bomb squad's backing up right now.
There they are with their x-ray machine.
Alright, you guys have a curfew from magnet fishing from 2 p.m. No, just kidding.
You guys get the x-ray needed after 5?
Well, it's different densities in the metals is what we're trying to get through, so...
They're taking off with it right now. It's inside their 8-ball.
Authorities quickly arrived.
Within minutes, police and a bomb squad arrived, securing the area and using X-ray equipment to inspect the round. After confirming it was indeed live, the team safely transported it for controlled disposal. What started as a casual day of magnet fishing quickly turned into a life-threatening situation, and a powerful reminder of what can still lie hidden beneath the surface. Two friends were out fishing when a man suddenly began shouting at them from the shore. Before they could react, the situation escalated dramatically.
Gary, it's me. Stop. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Gary!
Crap, what in the world?
Dude!
The man fired a shot in their direction. Panicked, one of the fishermen yelled for him to stop, only for the man to realize he actually knew one of them. The shooter claimed he thought they were trespassers, explaining that items had recently gone missing in the area, and he was only trying to scare people away.
Hey, Ron. I didn't know it was you. We've been having some problems out here with people coming out here. We're not here to hurt nobody. We're just trying to scare people off. We've had stuff missing around here.
I totally understand that. I'm more mad at Ron because Ron said he had permission.
I do have permission. Yeah. Did you not know I was in town? I didn't know. You usually call me before you come.
All right, cool, man. What's your name? Gary. All right, yes, Gary, listen, I'm on land. I'm on property. I understand. I completely understand. But I'm like a little freaked out right now.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, Ron's got permission all the time.
Despite the tense confrontation, no one was injured. Still, the incident quickly went viral, with viewers outraged that the man had resorted to violence without proof of any wrongdoing, a chilling reminder of how quickly fear and misunderstanding can turn dangerous. While fishing at a quiet, secluded lake, a fisherman experienced an encounter he would never forget. Expecting to reel in a catfish, he suddenly felt his line tighten.
Oh, putain! No.
And then the water erupted. A massive catfish burst from the surface, its size unlike anything he'd ever seen. For a moment, he stood frozen in disbelief, realizing it was far too big for him to handle. Within seconds, the giant fish slipped free and vanished back into the depths, leaving the fishermen staring at the rippling water. Kim Davison and her family were swimming at Murphy's Hole in the Yaqui River, southeast Queensland, Australia, when they took what seemed like an innocent family photo. The image showed 2 adults and 3 children, but when Kim later reviewed it, she noticed something impossible: a 4th child standing just behind them. A later investigation uncovered a chilling detail. In 1915, a 13-year-old girl named Dory O'Sullivan had drowned at that very spot. The coincidence, paired with the mysterious extra figure, sent shivers down many spines. Adding to the unease, Kim recalled that strange things had happened that day. Her daughter claimed something grabbed her leg underwater, twice. Paranormal investigators later analyzed the photograph in depth and concluded that the spectral figure captured in the image could very well be the ghost of the drowned girl, still lingering more than a century later. A Reddit user once shared a haunting photograph taken at Lake Travis in 2007. Captured at night near the shoreline, the image appears to show a humanoid figure emerging from the darkness, seemingly moving toward a man standing by the water. Its distorted shape and unnatural posture made many believe it wasn't human at all. With no further details or follow-up ever released, the photo remains an unsettling mystery, leaving viewers to wonder who or what that figure truly was. On January 28, 2024, a family enjoying a quiet day of fishing by a riverside suddenly sensed something unsettling nearby. At first, they dismissed the feeling as simple paranoia, until they saw it. Between the trees, a shadow darker than the forest itself moved swiftly among the branches. For a brief moment, it seemed to take on a human-like form before vanishing without a trace. The family managed to capture the moment on camera, eerie proof that they might not have been as alone in the woods as they thought. While diving in Lake Natoma, California, a fisherman known online as Merman Mike spotted something deeply unsettling resting on the lakebed, what appeared to be the body of a child. His heart raced as he swam closer, fearing the worst. But upon inspection, the figure turned out to be a rescue training dummy, not a real person. Even so, the discovery was chilling. Despite knowing it was harmless, the eerie image of the lifelike figure beneath the water stayed with him long after he surfaced.
Oh my God!
Yep. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out!
A shark cage dive meant to capture rare footage of a massive shark took a terrifying turn when the cage door suddenly gave way, leaving the diver in grave danger. The Discovery UK team had sent one brave diver into the water, hoping to attract a giant shark.
Charlie, different pond games from New Zealand. There, we can at least see the bottom and kind of had an idea of how many sharks are around just by looking.
With the ocean floor barely visible beneath him. From above, it was clear how many sharks circled below. Soon, they began to close in from every side, each one desperate to get closer.
5 of them, deep friends, are all circling around the cage.
After all, the diver fought to keep the predators at bay, pushing back with his gear as they lunged toward the bars. Then, without warning, the cage door broke open. He struggled to pull it shut as sharks struck from all directions, one of them forcing its head partway inside. For a few tense seconds, it looked like the animal would break through completely.
I'm trying to get it low. Think you just pushed the shark out of the cage? You look like I'm trying to get in the door.
In a frantic effort, the diver managed to shove the shark back out and secure the door again. Against all odds, he survived the close call. Shaken but alive, his near disaster caught entirely on camera. A terrifying encounter like this proves why night fishing can be dangerous. A fisherman was suddenly pulled by something beneath the river while he was lifting his net. Whatever lurked under the water caught hold of him. And to everyone's shock, 2 shadowy figures appeared gripping his arms. These were believed to be river spirits that tried to drag him down. Somehow, he managed to free himself, but those eerie river ghosts remained still in the dark water, silently watching him. And now comes the moment everyone had been waiting for, an unbelievable piece of footage.
There's a girl in the water. What the is that? Oh my God, there's more. There's more of them. They're all around us.
Out in the water, a girl-like figure suddenly appeared. The fishermen filming couldn't believe what they were seeing. They were sailing in the Aegean Sea, part of the Mediterranean, on October 23, 2025, when they noticed something unusual drifting near their wooden boat. The shape was unlike anything they had encountered before. Its lower half resembled a whale's tail, but the upper part looked human. As it swam closer, 2 arms became visible, along with long black hair and a pale, almost human face. For a brief instant, it turned toward them, locking eyes before slipping beneath the waves. Half an hour later, when the fishermen hauled in their nets, they were left speechless. Inside was the same being, not pale, but bluish in tone. It resembled the mythical siren, with wide eyes and narrow slits instead of a human nose. It had no eyebrows, giving its face a disturbingly lifeless look. The creature appeared furious, thrashing to break free, and being out of the water only made it more aggressive. What happened afterward remains a mystery. No one knows if the fishermen ever brought it back.
Oh, she's twisting. Easy now, easy, whoa.
This terrifying encounter took place during a spearfishing trip that went horribly wrong in the calm waters of the Florida Keys. At first, 2 men are seen getting ready to head back to their boat after a successful dive. As they scan the area for any potential danger, something suddenly emerges from the murky blue and rushes straight toward one of the divers. Panic sets in, but he struggles to stay calm, clutching his wounded leg while trying to reach safety as quickly as possible.
Justin, get my gun! Get my gun! I have a chunk out of my leg.
With his friend's quick reaction and his own remarkable composure, he manages to make it back to the boat, where he receives help after the shocking underwater attack. Mysterious creature. There it is.
There he is, he's on it.
Rumors of something strange living in the river led one man to put the story to the test. He threw bits of food into the water, hoping to draw out whatever might be hiding below. Within seconds, the once calm surface began to shift in slow, powerful motions. The ripples moved with intent, as if something enormous was pressing upward from beneath. Frozen in place, the man kept filming while the water churned violently, then went still once more. The footage stunned viewers, leaving them uncertain. Had he captured evidence of a river monster or something far more mysterious? This terrifying encounter begins with a group of divers trying to defend themselves from a large and aggressive tiger shark charging straight toward them. The men strike and prod the creature with poles, doing everything they can to keep it at a distance. Despite their efforts, nothing seems to work at first. Then, in a sudden and unexpected turn, the shark finally drifts away, leaving the divers shaken but unharmed, and relieved after such a frightening underwater confrontation. A bizarre crab was found washed up on a remote shore, leaving viewers completely puzzled. While some suggested it might be a Japanese spider crab, its enormous size and twisted, unnatural form led others to believe it was something more disturbing. Many speculated that it could be a mutated species still evolving into its final stage. Even if that theory isn't true, the footage remains deeply unsettling and unexplained. Loch Ness sighting. A couple recording a playful TikTok while out on a boat had no idea what was moving behind them. In the background, a large, dark, and strangely smooth shape could be seen gliding across the water. When they later watched the video, they realized it had been following just behind their boat. The figure looked eerily similar to the legendary Loch Ness monster, and now the internet is divided. Was it merely an illusion caused by the waves, or something that truly shouldn't exist? These fishermen recently hauled in a rare find, a lancefish, a species almost never spotted near the surface. This elusive predator normally dwells deep below, in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, at depths reaching around 15 meters. With a long, slender body and razor-sharp teeth, it hunts smaller fish and squid, seldom exposing itself to human sight. While piloting his drone, a man recorded something strange hovering beneath the surface of the water. In the footage, a faint figure seems to move below the waves. Some claim it's evidence of a mermaid, while others insist it's simply a product of smart editing. Viewers are left to judge for themselves. A Reddit user was looking through an old fishing photo of his dad. At first, it seemed like just another memory from a quiet day on the lake, but then they noticed something strange. A shape rising from the water that looked almost like a hand. His dad insists nothing unusual happened that day, leaving the question of who or what they actually caught on camera. YouTuber DT Fishing was out at a creek with friends, enjoying a calm day chasing smallmouth bass in clear water. The setting was perfect, good weather, steady bites, and peaceful scenery. But as they continued upstream, the situation suddenly changed.
Yep, scream on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! It pinned its ears back. It was about to charge. Okay, let's go this way.
I literally saw the video. I was like, that's so cute. And I was like,
Yeah, here it comes. Get out of here! Go! Okay, let's get up on this hill right here. Yeah, it's got its ears pinned.
From the bushes, a massive shape emerged, a mother moose with her calf close behind. her ears flattened, signaling she was ready to charge. Realizing the danger, the group quickly backed away, moving up a nearby hill to put distance between themselves and the animal. Thankfully, they managed to leave the area safely before the protective moose decided to attack. While fishing off the coast of Key West, Florida, a group of friends got far more than they bargained for after reeling in an unexpected catch. At first, the video shows two canoes drifting peacefully as the men fish and joke around, until one of them feels a heavy tug on his line.
Woo! Got a big one on. My goodness. What are you?
After a brief struggle, he pulls his catch closer, but things quickly take a dangerous turn.
Watch out! Oh my gosh!
An enormous bull shark, furious from being hooked, thrashes violently and turns toward the fisherman, circling as if preparing to strike.
Do you see that?
For a tense moment, it seems ready to attack, but eventually, the shark loses interest and swims away, leaving everyone shaken, yet unharmed. Tiny river creature. While filming along the bank of a calm river, a man noticed something small floating near the surface. At first, he assumed it was just debris, until it moved. The creature's body appeared sleek and dark, gliding silently beneath the water before vanishing from view. It made no splash, no sound, simply slipped away into the current. Watching the footage gives an eerie reminder that not every living thing in our rivers is known to us. Some creatures are better left unseen. Strange Amazon catch. While fishing deep within the Amazon, a group of friends spotted something unusual moving beside their boat. At first, it appeared to be nothing more than a dark shadow beneath the water. But as they drifted closer, the shape took form, a small figure with a face covered in thick fur. It hovered there for only a few seconds before sinking back into the depths. Some claimed it resembled a miniature Bigfoot, while others believed it was an entirely unknown creature. Whatever it was, the sight left everyone stunned, and suddenly hesitant to keep fishing. Everglades anomaly. Deep within a Florida swamp, an explorer captured footage that left viewers baffled. The video shows a strange, jelly-like organism drifting through the murky water, but what stood out most were the multiple eye-like spots covering its body. Its movement was slow and deliberate, almost too coordinated for something that appeared amorphous. Some compared it to deep-sea creatures, while others speculated it might be a failed lab experiment. Whatever it was, it certainly didn't resemble anything naturally found in a swamp ecosystem. Congo River monster. Those teeth are unforgettable.
Ah, those teeth!
Jeremy Wade, the world-famous marine biologist and angler, encountered something he never thought existed while fishing in the Congo River. Suddenly, something massive began tugging hard on his line, the start of an intense struggle between him and whatever lurked below. When the creature finally surfaced, he was stunned. It was a Goliath tigerfish, essentially a giant version of a piranha. With its razor-sharp, oversized teeth and fierce expression, it was one of the most intimidating fish ever caught on camera. During a spearfishing trip in the Florida Keys, a man experiences an unexpected encounter when something massive brushes against his legs from behind. Moments later, a large shark lunges toward him repeatedly, circling and striking without pause.
Look!
Despite the diver's desperate attempts to fend it off, the predator remains relentless. Finally, after seizing the fish the man had caught, the shark loses interest and swims away. Shaken but unharmed, the diver manages to make it back to his kayak and out of the water safely. Something strange surfaced in the muddy waters of the Yangtze River, and the video spread online almost immediately. At first glance, most assumed it was an alligator, but a closer look proved otherwise. The creature's body was smooth, greenish-brown, and without scales or visible eyes. It drifted slowly near the surface before sliding back into the depths, leaving a ripple behind. Viewers quickly began speculating, offering theories that ranged from an undiscovered species to a river mutant. Whatever it was, it didn't look like anything that should have been moving in those waters. Mudflat Mystery. The strange event took place in the mudflats of North Queensland on August 8th. While filming during low tide, a cameraman noticed something protruding from the shallow mud. At first, he assumed it was a crocodile, until he realized it wasn't moving like one. The shape looked too smooth, too still. As he zoomed in, the object slowly sank beneath the surface, almost as if it didn't want to be seen. The brief clip left everyone wondering what exactly he had discovered hiding out there in the mud. Something enormous was seen moving just beneath the surface of Lochmorrie Lake, its outline faintly visible through the murky water. Locals quickly took notice, and even a nearby museum joined the search. A drone was flown over the lake for a better view, but instead of solving the puzzle, it only made things more confusing. The footage spread rapidly online, fueling endless speculation. Some claimed it was Chesapeake, the legendary creature from Chesapeake Bay, while others believed it might be something far older, perhaps even a humanoid fish. Humanoid fish. While out on a calm lake, a man noticed something unusual gliding just beneath the surface. Part fish, part eerily human-looking. The creature dipped in and out of the water, its fins faintly visible and its face strangely familiar. Both curious and unsettled, he began recording. When he later showed the footage to friends, they zoomed in and realized what he had actually captured. Not a river monster, but a sheepshead fish, a real species known for its unsettling, human-like teeth. With such an uncanny appearance, it's easy to see why so many mistake it for something straight out of a nightmare. A fisherman, peacefully working on his small boat, got a terrifying reminder to always stay alert in open water. The footage begins with him leaning over the edge, fixing something near the back of the boat, his legs dangling carelessly in the sea. Without warning, a large tiger shark rushes toward him at full speed. In a split second, he jerks back just before the predator's jaws snap shut beneath him. Fortunately, he escapes unharmed, keeping both his legs and a story he'll never forget. Two sisters spent a calm day by the riverside, laughing, chatting, and taking a few quick photos to capture the moment. Everything felt normal until later, when they began scrolling through the pictures. One image immediately stood out. In the photo, one of the sisters looked strangely different. Her expression, her features, even her posture felt off. They both agreed the picture didn't look like her at all. There was something unsettling about it, as if the camera had caught a version of her that wasn't supposed to exist. In November 2012, 36-year-old fisherman Jose Salvador Alvarenga from El Salvador set out on what was meant to be a 2-day shark fishing trip off the coast of Mexico. A violent storm struck, destroying his gear and leaving him and his 22-year-old crewmate, Ezequiel Cordoba, stranded at sea.
Padre Señor bendito, digo yo, que me volcó la lancha. Al segundo tumbo me tiré. La lancha, yo andaba nadando. Yo me alejaba de la lancha porque no me volteara. A la lancha, y me tiré nadando. Llegando a tierra, ya no pude caminar.
They survived by catching fish, turtles, and seabirds, drinking rainwater, turtle blood, and even their own urine. When food ran short, Alvarenga chewed his fingernails to stay alive. After about 10 weeks, Cordoba died from illness and starvation, leaving Alvarenga completely alone. He drifted across the Pacific for more than 14 months, nearly 6,500 miles, spotting ships that never saw him. Finally, on January 30th, 2014, he washed ashore on Iban Atoll in the Marshall Islands, where locals rescued him. Though some have questioned the details, his ordeal remains one of the most astonishing survival stories in maritime history. Jay Fishing and his friends were enjoying a normal day along an urban creek near the city when the sound of approaching police sirens broke the calm. Moments later, a man came sprinting through the shallow water, leaping across to the opposite bank before vanishing into the trees.
Chill. Oh my gosh.
For sure on the path.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a dude right there. Let's go. Let's go. He ran, jumped down, ran across and got up on the other side. Yeah. Let's just walk a little.
Within seconds, police officers arrived, asking if anyone had seen him. Jay showed them the video he had just recorded, capturing the suspect running through the creek. The footage helped the officers track the fugitive's direction. What began as a peaceful afternoon of fishing quickly turned into a real-life police chase, leaving everyone shaken and wondering who the man was and what he had done. Dale Hansher set out on Okanagan Lake in British Columbia with his wife Colleen and her friend Myra for a calm day of sailing. But during their trip, something unusual in the water caught their attention. A dark shape gliding just beneath the surface. They steered their boat within 10 feet to take a closer look and managed to snap a photo. The creature appeared to have two distinct humps spaced apart, unlike anything they had ever seen before. Dale now wonders if they may have encountered Okanagan's most famous legend, the Ogopogo. Some viewers claim the photo shows a wolf-like head, while others insist it's just an aquatic bird or moose caught at an odd angle. Whatever it was, the sighting keeps the mystery of the lake monster alive. It happened on the Fraser River in Washington a few months ago, when a fisherman hooked something massive lurking just below the surface. The water rippled violently as the line tightened, and when the creature finally emerged, everyone nearby froze in disbelief. It was enormous, its body long and armored with thick, scale-like plates that gave it a prehistoric appearance. Once its full size became clear, the fishermen could hardly believe their eyes. According to experts who reviewed the footage, the creature was most likely a sturgeon, one of North America's largest freshwater fish. But this particular catch looked like something far beyond ordinary, a true river monster. Off the coast of Krabi in southwestern Thailand, a fisherman pulled up a catch so strange it could easily haunt your dreams. The fish had a disturbingly human-like face, large lips, bulging eyes, and a deep frown that made it look oddly expressive, almost sad. When the fisherman realized it was staring right back at him, he was so startled he nearly threw it back into the sea. Thankfully, he didn't, because the bizarre creature turned out to have no teeth and was far shorter than expected for its kind. No one could quite identify what this eerie fish was, leaving people online guessing what exactly lurked beneath those waters. Rodney had spent the day filming nature and fishing, capturing peaceful scenes along the water. Later that evening, while reviewing his footage, he noticed something unusual, a faint movement in the top left corner of one clip. Behind the bushes, barely visible, a tall figure seemed to be peeking out. He hadn't noticed anything at the time, but now it was unmistakable. After he uploaded the video online, skeptics quickly dismissed it because of the grainy quality. Still, Rodney remains convinced that something, or someone, was really there that day. While spending a quiet afternoon fishing, a man noticed something unsettling beneath the surface of the river, the faint outline of a car resting underwater. As he looked closer, the shape became clearer, appearing to be an old Buick LeSabre. No official reports or updates have been released about the discovery, leaving unanswered questions about whether the vehicle was simply abandoned or if someone had been trapped inside. Hopefully, the man alerted authorities, and whatever happened there wasn't as grim as it appeared. A fisherman came across a creature so strange it left him speechless. At first glance, it looked like a snake, long, slick, and writhing in the water. But as the camera moved in closer, something even more disturbing was revealed. Hundreds of tiny legs rippling along its entire body. After some research, it was determined to be most likely a type of sea worm, though its eerie, serpentine movement made it look straight out of a nightmare. A fisherman was stunned when he pulled a strange, soft pink creature from the sea. It had no eyes, no limbs, and moved with a slow, wriggling motion. Its gelatinous body made it difficult to identify, leaving many completely puzzled. Some speculated it was a type of sea cucumber, while others believed it might be something entirely unknown. After some research, it was determined to be Euricus caupo, better known as the innkeeper worm, or more famously, the penis fish. Commonly found along the west coast of North America, this odd worm builds U-shaped burrows in the sand and feeds by casting a mucus net to capture plankton. While out at sea, a man filmed a massive fish swimming near his boat. As it approached, a strange orange glow appeared inside its body, lighting up the water around it. Some viewers believed it was merely a reflection or clever editing, while others suggested bioluminescent bacteria could be responsible. Still, something about the footage felt off. After watching it multiple times, many suspected the clip was AI generated. The creature's shifting shape and disappearing details just didn't seem natural. Whatever the truth, the video left people divided, unsure of what they had really seen. While searching for a new fishing spot on Google Street View in Estonia, a man spotted something unusual beneath the water. Near the edge of a meteor crater, a strange dark shape could be seen resting below the surface. Some speculated it was a sunken boat, while others argued it was simply a reflection caused by the sunlight. But no matter how he adjusted the view, the mysterious form stayed in the exact same spot, leaving everyone wondering what was really down there. In Australia, a snorkeler came across an unusual sight. A mullet fish with a gold wedding ring lodged tightly around its body. It had likely scooped up the ring while feeding along the sandy seabed, and it somehow slipped over its head. This wasn't the first report either. Locals had seen two mullets wearing rings for months, their metallic glint flashing beneath the water. Experts say mullets often get trapped this way while foraging. The snorkeler tried to catch and free the fish, but was unsuccessful, leaving the ringed mullet to continue swimming on, a living mystery beneath the waves. While paddleboarding across a quiet, winding lake, a person came across something unsettling, a half-submerged kayak drifting near the brush. This section of the lake wasn't accessible by foot. No trails, no docks, just still water surrounded by dense vegetation. The kayak itself didn't appear to have been there long. No algae, no wear, nothing that suggested it had been abandoned. The discovery immediately raised questions. Who brought it here? And why leave it like this, in such an isolated spot? It didn't seem like someone had simply forgotten it. It felt like something far more troubling, possibly even foul play. Off the coast of southeastern North Carolina, a strange video once left viewers puzzled. Captured near the port of Morehead City, the footage showed a long, dark figure moving gracefully through the water. It surfaced occasionally, as if to breathe, sparking endless online speculation after being shared in early 2023. Some believed it was an unknown sea creature, while others went as far as to claim it might be the Loch Ness Monster itself. But the mystery didn't last forever. The man who filmed it, Captain Daniel, later revealed the truth. It was actually a young right whale, separated from its mother and wandering alone near the harbor. Mark Wilkins, the creator behind Northeast Georgia Kayak Fishing. For over 6 years, his channel had been a peaceful corner of the internet, inviting viewers along as he paddled through rivers and lakes, finding joy and solace in the calm rhythm of kayak fishing. For Mark, it was never just about the catch. It was about reconnecting with nature and escaping the demands of everyday life. But on December 13th, 2024, what began as a calm day on the water turned into something far more disturbing, something that would stay with him forever.
A human being?
Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a dead body here. Yep, we do. A dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I found a dead body. Oh my God, a dead body. I gotta call the police. It's right there. God, a dead body. Call 911. I don't want to sit here and poke at it and shit. 911. I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across a dead body. I am put in at the boat ramp and I was going down towards the discharge, the water station discharge, and I'm kind of in between the discharge and the boat ramp, heading down towards the dam.
Okay, were you in the water?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. I mean, it could, I mean, it looks like a dead body. I mean, there's a hand sticking up, there's a rotted face. I don't know if it's some kind of stupid Halloween spooky thing, but I'm not touching it. So,
What was your name, sir?
my name is Mark Wilkins. It looks like it's been here for
5051
yes, sir. John, go up there and look at that and tell me what you think. Yeah.
Are you just waiting or?
No, I'm in my boat. Oh my God, dear Lord, please rest that person's soul. I mean, I saw that hand sticking up and I was just like, is that some kind of Halloween, like, spooky yard thing that ended up in here? Right. Because it is small. But I looked at the face, dude. It's definitely a person. Hey, and there's shoes at the boat ramp, dude. There's just a pair of, like, little Crocs, not like a girl-sized Crocs just sitting there at the boat ramp. Weird.
What's the report of a girl missing?
Yeah, it was like a young, it's hard to tell by that face. It was like a young girl, but there's no way that would decay in that fast. I mean, I don't know how long they said she was missing in that little thing, but.
This looks like it's been there a minute.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you. I'll call you if I need anything.
Okay. All right. Hey, don't forget to check that boat ramp, dude. Those little pairs of shoes.
We got somebody.
Oh, that's creepy as hell, dude.
It didn't take long before they realized it wasn't debris. It was a body. The peaceful tone of the day evaporated instantly. Startled and shaken, Mark called emergency services. He described the scene in detail, mentioning a visible hand and a face that looked badly decomposed. Though uncertain at first if it might be some kind of Halloween prop or prank, a closer look revealed the truth. It was real. As authorities responded, Mark and John remained nearby. They had also noticed a small pair of shoes, what appeared to be women's Crocs, left near the boat ramp earlier in the day. Now that detail seemed deeply unsettling. Law enforcement quickly arrived and began cordoning off the area. The floating body was confirmed to be that of a young girl. Her identity, the cause of death, and how she ended up in that section of the river all remained unknown at the time. The shoes found nearby were believed to be hers, though it was unclear how long they had been there. Mark later uploaded the footage of that day to his channel. What had started as just another kayak trip had become something far more serious. Viewers flooded the comments with support, expressing sorrow for the girl and commending Mark and John for keeping their composure and taking the right action. In the following weeks, Mark found it difficult to return to the water. The lake, once a sanctuary, now held darker memories. Though he continued posting videos, longtime subscribers noted a change in tone, a certain heaviness in his voice and expressions. While details remained scarce, some viewers speculated that the girl may have slipped and drowned, or perhaps had been missing for days before drifting downstream. Others wondered if the shoes were left deliberately, either as a sign of distress or possibly planted. Without confirmation from authorities, the theories ranged from tragic accident to foul play. Was this simply a heartbreaking accident in an otherwise peaceful setting? Or does the isolated location and eerie clues, like the abandoned shoes, hint at something far more sinister? We may never know what truly happened that day on Lake Emery. It was supposed to be just another early morning adventure at sea. The plan was simple: launch the kayak, enjoy the glassy water, and maybe catch something worth bragging about. The location was known for its unique charm: a paddle through a quiet river mouth, dragging the kayak over a sandbar, and finally reaching the open ocean. On this particular morning, the weather was unusually calm. No wind, barely a ripple. A rare moment of peace along that rugged coastline.
Well, good morning. It is about 6:15 for me here, and I've just paddled the kayak out through the river mouth here, which is quite a nice little warm-up. It's a really cool thing about this spot. You get to paddle through a river, then wheel your kayak over the sandbar and out to the sea. But we have glamour conditions out there today. Almost no wind and almost no swell, which is not a common occurrence at this spot. So I'm very, very stoked to get out there.
By 6 a.m., he had paddled out, fully immersed in the peaceful rhythm of the sea. Everything felt normal, until it didn't.
Yep, here we go. Just tossed the lure up while I was moving to the other ledge. Good carway for a live bait.
After landing a decent live bait fish, he began to sense something strange. The fish, moments ago thrashing with energy, seemed almost paralyzed. Then, without warning, a dark shape cut through the water. A great white shark. Massive.
Little rascal. Stay out of the reef. What the Great white! Great white!
Silent. It passed the kayak with unnerving grace. At first, he kept paddling, hoping it would leave. But the shark had other plans.
Oh, mate, get out of the rudder. Holy shit. Fuck me, there's a huge great white behind me. Fuck me. Fuck, he's following me. Fuck me. Leave me alone. If I throw a water bottle in the water, it might grab his attention and he might go and eat it. Oh, he's coming closer. He's right on my tail. All right, we'll throw this water bottle. He's turned on the water bottle.
It began tailing him, drawing closer, shadowing every stroke. In a desperate attempt to distract it, he tossed a water bottle into the ocean. It didn't work. The shark was locked on. For a moment, it disappeared from view. A moment that only increased the fear. Where was it? Was it directly underneath?
Oh yeah, he's still back there. He's about 20 meters behind me now. Fuck, he's coming closer. I'm sorry for all the swearing, but I'm shitting bricks right now. Far out. When a great white gets to that size, its main food source is marine mammals, and I'm a marine mammal right now. I don't know where he's gone, but I gotta turn these cameras off. Oh shit, that was him. Shit, that huge swirl behind me. I hope that front camera picked it up. Oh fuck me. He's still following me. He's got a distance, but he could swim up on me at any moment.
Time stretched. His heart pounded. The predator was still there, maintaining distance, but never truly leaving. At any point, it could close the gap. He didn't stop paddling. He couldn't. Eventually, after an exhausting sprint toward safety, he reached the shore, shaken, alive, and very aware of how narrowly he had escaped. Many viewers have debated the shark's behavior. Was it simply curious or testing its prey? At that size, great whites primarily hunt marine mammals. In the water, a person paddling on a kayak can easily resemble a seal from below. Did the shark ever intend to strike, or was it just warning him off? Either way, it leaves one chilling thought. How many times have we come closer to danger than we'll ever know? In Sydney, Australia, a man named Terry Tufferson came dangerously close to running out of luck during a spontaneous cliff dive. He and a few friends had decided on the spot to jump from the cliffs into the ocean, a classic Australian thrill, with his friends cheering him on as he leapt. But the excitement vanished the moment he hit the water. Fortunately, he made it out unharmed. The close call served as a powerful reminder that even the most exhilarating adventures can turn perilous in an instant, and that the ocean's power should never be underestimated. On September 5, 2025, the YouTube channel The Lawless Tide traveled to Pompano Beach, Florida for the Extreme Kayak Fishing Tournament, Summer Slam Part 2. It's one of the biggest kayak fishing events on the East Coast. The gear was packed, the dogs and family loaded into the truck, and by nightfall, they had reached their Airbnb. The plan was simple: tie rigs, rest, and be ready for the morning launch. But what began as just another tournament would quickly turn into one of the most harrowing fishing encounters ever caught on camera. The morning started in darkness. Storm clouds hung overhead, thunder rolled, and lightning flashed. By 5:30, his kayak and gear were unloaded and ready for the Coast Guard inspection. The plan was simple: get cleared, wait for the 6:45 start, and launch with the fleet. But the conditions already looked rough.
I'll pedal your ass off, give you a shot.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Instead of rushing in at the shotgun start, he waited to see how other kayaks handled the surf. After a pause, he and Mikey launched and headed to the bait boat. Baits loaded, rigs tied, rods ready.
Yes, sir. Oh, perfect. Thanks, bud.
Take it easy.
All right. You guys have a good one.
2 setups trolling in open water. But even a mile out, mats of sargassum made fishing difficult. Weighted rigs were the only way to drop bait beneath the weeds.
All right, we're on, guys. All right, we're on. Let's go. Let's have the gaff ready. Now we're free. Let's go. Maybe. Got one on the board. That's not a monster. Just glad to be on the board now.
Hours passed. Nearly 2 miles offshore, after 2.5 hours, he finally hooked his first fish. The line instantly tangled with his second rod, turning into a mess. He cut one line completely, sacrificed the rig, and fought to land the fish. Against the odds, a king mackerel came aboard. Soon after, another king followed, 2 fish now in the bag. But radar showed trouble. A storm cell that should have dissipated was instead building strength. Hoping to squeeze in one more catch, he began trolling toward shore. Then a massive swell lifted the stern. In an instant, the decision changed. Forget fishing, get back alive. A quarter-mile closer in, disaster struck. A wave slammed the kayak and snapped the right arm of his seat. Now off balance, he fought swells from behind and crosswinds from the left. Spray cut sideways across the deck, and then, the first capsize. He flipped the kayak upright, climbed back on, and realized he had already lost a rod. Worse, his fish bag drifted away in the chaos. With no chance to retrieve it, survival became the only goal. But every 30 seconds, the seas grew rougher. Cross swells forced him to lean hard left just to stay upright. Soon, another capsize, then another. Each time he re-entered, exhaustion grew heavier. His radio